The music, all right. Back to business. Tory Lanez speaks out for the first time behind bars, calls out LA DA office, claims he was wrongfully convicted in Meg Thee Stallion shooting. I've been begging for some Tory Lanez updates. So happy to see that we're finally going to hear something. I know it's been delayed. They were pushing it back because he was trying to motion it for a new trial. Is why he hasn't been sentenced yet. Which, again, we don't want to rush nothing. I feel like I always keep telling you guys, I think that was the biggest mistake of it all when they rushed it that last week and didn't get Tory Lanez's driver to talk. That's what screwed it up. If they would have got Tory Lanez's driver to speak, I think the outcome could have been different. Until my court date, I will be posting the outrageous and disgusting injustice used against me by the prosecution to get the conviction they so desperately wanted despite the evidence they knew existed. This was posted on April 21st. I saw this on DJ Academics on social media, so before we share our thoughts, let me put everybody up to speed.
Dear George Gascon, I write this message with the utmost humility, love, and respect for the remarkable steps that you've taken in regards to fighting for the justice of black and brown minorities. Today I take a stance as an innocent black man, wrongfully convicted of a crime I did not commit. I've watched 2 district attorneys from your office by the names of Kathy Tarr and Alex Bott unlawfully misuse their authority to hide and suppress any and all exculpatory evidence that exonerates me and furthers my innocence. I was completely robbed and deprived of a fair trial.
And that's what I told you guys. I feel like the prosecution was trying to overlook evidence that could have helped prove his innocence. I get it, you're the prosecutor, you're not the defense team. But as a human, are you really going to overlook some evidence that's actually pointing against what you're stating against this client here just to get your conviction? It's all a game of wins and losses, I understand. But as a Tory Lanez, man, I just wished for a fair trial. That's all I wanted. I just wanted a fair trial. If someone goes up there and we play a 2-hour and something tape, we actually reacted to that on this channel, and then they come out and say, yeah, everything I said was a lie, how are we still going to use it? Because I feel like that was the dagger in the heart. How are they still going to use that when the person that is on tape is in court saying everything I said on that was a lie? Tory calling and saying she's never going to talk to me again from prison. I'm telling you guys, it sounded terrible, it sounded crazy, but he never said why. He said the reason she's never gonna talk to me again is because she found out I was smacking 2 friends and I made her look stupid in front of everybody. That's why. So everybody went and just, oh, she's never gonna talk to him again because he shot her. Like, I don't know, man. It's just, would he be asking what hospital and all that? I feel like there was a lot of evidence and they just painted it to look a certain way to put this man in prison. Allegedly, I'm not pointing no fingers at no one. I'm not saying that anyone did anything wrong. I feel like everyone tried to do the job that they were paid to do. All I was asking for was a fair trial. And if a fair trial would have pointed at Tory Lanez being guilty. Anything you do, and if you're guilty, you're guilty. You get me? There's nothing I can say. If you did something wrong, you did something wrong. You gotta deal with that. You get me? You know what you did that night. But we needed a fair trial to point that out. And I feel like the evidence was just so all over the place that a good huge, like, I'm not gonna say the whole world, but like at least 70% of everyone I spoke to was saying not guilty. Even women that at first were saying guilty when the trial went on, they're like, yeah, nah, I don't know because the evidence. So again, all I asked for was a fair trial.
So on May 8th, my lawyers will be arguing a motion for a new trial. Not only do I owe it to myself to fight for my freedom, but I owe it to my 6-year-old child, my family, my fans, and most importantly, the hundreds and thousands of black and Hispanic minorities that cannot adequately fight for themselves. For 3 years, the prosecution has manipulated a false narrative that has left me with no choice but to expose the practices, the behind-door deals, and the unjust system that was used to illegally convict me and countless other minorities. We elected you because of your outstanding eminence in making fair and correct judgments in the justice for people of color. Mr. Gascon, I come to you today as a wrongfully convicted black man, not asking for sympathy nor compassion, but for you to simply do what is fair and right in the laws of California, and most importantly, in the eyes of God.
He wrote that beautiful. Again, Tory, we're never going to take that away from him. We heard his father's a priest. You already know he was gifted with delivering words in his message in a very convincing and beautiful way. This was written out well. I don't know if he wrote it out, his team did it, but this was written out well. He delivered it strongly and emotionally. Now all we can do is look forward to May 8th and see what happens next. On May 8th, his lawyers will be again arguing for a new trial. I don't know how long that takes. I'm not an expert in that, but I will update you guys on May 8th on what's the next steps and what will come next. All we're asking for is a fair trial. Fair trial points at him as a guilty man, that would have been one thing, but the trial felt like it was painted crazy. It was like a circus at points in there. It just felt crazy watching it from the outside, looking in and watching all the media and everything around it, and how the evidence, it was like a soap opera. The evidence pointed all one way and it was like a shocking movie. The ending is not what you guys think. It's a twister. It's one of them movies. Like, bro, what? Not guilty. We had a bottle of Bel Air. We was there with 2 bottles. Let's wait for the verdict. And then academics like, the verdict is in. I was like, he is. Boom. Guilty. I was like, whoa, hold on. There's Bel Air falling everywhere. Bro, I deleted that live because my face looked stupid. Like, I was just there, like, with Bel Air falling just everywhere. I had to clean it up. My Jones screaming, there's Bel Air on the floor. I'm like, hold on, wait, what? What? I popped the like, I don't even want to talk about that, man. That was a crazy day. And again, I would never want to make him like, oh, I don't care. I'm a huge fan of his music. If he's guilty, I still want him to be free. I'm never that much of an idiot. The evidence would have pointed, if there was anything, even videos, or a lot of people would have been like, you're going to tell me that you're in that area of Hollywood and there's not anybody that saw it. But the one man that said he saw Tory shooting up in the air and then saw the muzzle coming off from a female. Like, how do we overlook that part? How do we overlook the part that he said he saw the muzzle coming from a female, and when the little man shot, his hands was in the air, pointing up in the sky? Fighting again with shorty, gun can go off pointing in the air. Or if you're trying to scare everybody and you're drunk and you think this would be like a smart thing, a lot of people do that. I always say it's stupid, but they shoot a bullet in the air to calm everybody down and quiet everyone down. A lot of things could have happened. I'm not saying that she was not shot. I don't know. That's why I wanted a trial that actually made sense and went through all the evidence. So let's hope that a new trial happens. We'll see on May 8th, and I will update you guys on the next steps or what's actually going to come from this.